But the other zoners is because they're zoning combos into itself.
Right, exactly.
So they sort of zone at medium range. Everything else just sort of goes poorly. Alright, this is in the correct position.
God and Paradox, set up 8.
So we have Joker versus Shulk. Joker, pretty much the best character in the game.
Right.
Shulk can be very, very dangerous when you are using the Monado arts effectively, and R is definitely going to be using the Monado arts to their fullest potential.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's going to be interesting to see when he decides that he's in a good enough spot against Joker to pull out some of the riskier arts, to pull out Smash, to pull out Buster, and when he decides that he should just stay in neutral or stay in some of the more defensive arts because he doesn't feel comfortable. At this point, it seems like he's not super comfortable playing against Drago's R.
Switches into Buster. Okay, switches back into Jump to get back on stage. Trying to regain stage control, but it seems like Drago's just patiently waiting in shield for his aerials and then punishing accordingly.
Goes into Smash Art, goes into Shield Art afterward. Going into Shield Art is interesting here because with Arsene, you can really get a lot of damage from those up airs, and they're not going to fall out because he has Arsene. And that's the first death from R. Taking a bit to consider it, waiting for Arsene.
Okay, Waltz and Zalion, set up 2.
Arsene's finally gone, but you shouldn't sleep on solo Joker. He still has some really nice combos.
And some nice kill options.
Right, exactly.
If he can get a read, if he can get, his raw smash attacks aren't necessarily great, but if you charge them up for a little bit, they ramp up really hard.
There we just saw R take the first stock off Drago with the up B and smash art. Now it's pretty much even. Let's see if R can keep this slight lead that he has.
Seems to be not only keeping the lead, but almost extending it a little bit. Is able to go into speed art, is able to overcome Joker's speed. Joker's speed, one of his best attributes, allows him to be such an oppressive character. But once he gets Arsene, that oppressiveness only goes up because one stray hit can lead to a lot of damage.
We see how he's waiting patiently for the shield art to leave before he goes back in, sending out all those the side Bs.
Or Egg-Out.
Yeah.
Able to get that. Able to go into jump art. Again, just sort of trying to camp out Arsene, similar to how Joker would be camping out his arts.
Right.
We really only see this matchup start whenever they both don't have any arts up.
Exactly.
So no Arsene, no arts, and they're actually fighting everything else. They're just dancing around trying to get away from each other. Goes into Smash Art.
Oh, Rebel's Guard.
Doesn't get the Rebel's Guard gimp. Able to grab him out of Rebel's Guard. Are doing a really good job of reading not only when Rebel's Guard comes out, but when he's going to be releasing it.
Right.
Is able to get the kill using the forward air. Are going to be trying to build a lead here, not wanting to die too early on this stock. He's still at 100%. Is able to going to be able to survive for a little bit longer, unless Drago is able to get Arsene, which he's more than halfway there, so it's very possible he could get it very soon.
One more hit and he's going to get it. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Actually,
switching to Smash, that might have been a
poor idea, but was willing to go for that risk in order to get better. There's just Smash Art plus Buster plus Jump without the drawbacks, It's just a flat increase. Oh, gets pineapple. Feels bad, man.
JV2 stock from R.
JV2's from R. And R is really showing why Shulk is getting a re-release of his game. He's just a really good character. Here in chat if we're hyped about Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Definitive Edition. Anyone? Switching to Rob here. A Rob out coming out from Drago. Gonna see if that fares better than Joker against Shulk.
I think he's trying to go for a more zonerish playstyle, see if he can camp out and then go in accordingly.
Gonna try to make shield art less effective because instead of using it to get away from combos, you can use it to get away from damage. But any amount of damage is good for a zoner, for a character that has zoning tools, like Rob has.
Trading with the neutral air. He goes into shield. I think one thing that R does a lot is he switches into shield in certain times where you wouldn't exactly see someone go into shield. Like right there, like what was the thought process behind that? It didn't really seem like a good idea.
What was the danger that he felt that put him into shield? Was he expecting some sort of combo from Drago, or was he just sort of
panicking and going into shield, right?
And panicking is your opponent panicking is always something that you can use to your advantage, and we're seeing Drago attempt to use it to his advantage.
Yes.
Go hard. Oh wait, no, not those.
Okay, see, right there he switches to shield.
Shield really wasn't in danger of being combo. They were just sort of in neutral. He may have gotten one straight hit. If he had switched into something like Smash Art and then tried to pressure him, try to get him to panic attack.
Right.
Maybe not the right words for that, but like do like a panic jab or a panic tilt and shielded it. Then he could have gotten the up out of shield and gotten the kill and would be ahead right now. Instead,
I think he's just
sort of panicking.
Switching to shield just so he just doesn't die. There's a good switch to smash into the fair to take the kill off the side.
Yeah, and now is ahead, and this is the sort of time when you try to, go into speed art, get whatever damage you can, go into jump art, get whatever pressure, and then, because you're not expecting to live for a long time unless you play so reserved that you don't get any lead off of this anyway. So it might be worth, play aggressive, take the, eventual death that you may have, and just sort of play aggressive.
So right there, that was a good switch to the shield art, but it wasn't necessarily the best thing to do. Okay, there's the...
Now, all right.
Oh, the
I'm
off throw doesn't take it. Right.
Let someone else take over. I will see y'all later.
Well, I can talk a little bit about the Rob Shulk matchup.
Oh yeah.
Because Rob can space a lot of the aerials really well, and Rob can get out of the aerials really well, especially with gyro. And Shulk, obviously Shulk's like a really good character, but it doesn't have the best frame data in the world.
Right, exactly.
So Rob is able to avoid a lot of approaches, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's why he went Rob game 2.
Yeah.
But even still, R is doing really well. He has a lot of experience in the Rob matchup because we played a lot.
Yeah.
But he's doing really well.
I think one thing he was doing earlier is he was switching into shield. Like right there, like I don't really understand like what the switch into shield is for.
And that was definitely not like a good switch into shield. I think if you have them in a lead trap scenario, generally I think Shulks want to go to Buster there.
Right.
But maybe he's trying to avoid combos or something. Because a lot of times,
goes closer to the mic.
A lot of times shield can do that.
Go and be Shaq, set up 14.
Oh, yeah, that was a good switch to shield right there.
He wanted to be safe when he's coming down. It's really he just reverse crossed up there. He was behind him and then he just went in front of him. That was a little bit questionable. And same with that side B, but R unfortunately not.
I wish Shulk would be using more of the speed Monano R because I feel like that's really good to like get in onto zoners like
yeah, but
Rob,
at this percent probably not.
Yeah,
you probably just want to stay in shield if you can. Now we're really going for this stock. Looking smash art. Oh, and that's not able to catch him with the second get above beat.
Yeah, and then another switch to shield at 11%.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what he's going for. I think maybe he's just really scared of Rob combos, but I don't think that's the move. And I'm surprised that counter hit, but still good.
Shulk's sword goes so far.
Yeah. That's but it looks like Drago has a really good handle on the second game.
He really adapted, especially coming back from the loss in the first game.
Yeah.
Good air dodge to the ledge.
Oh, yeah, and that's the third time I think I've seen him do a side B, which really is not. And R is just not punishing.
Right, exactly. This seems like such an easy punish.
It's just the fourth side B. All he has to do is get up attack. And I think this might be a little bit of nerves, obviously playing a top player.
Yeah, exactly.
That there's so much pressure to like, I don't want to get hit, that you end up not taking opportunities when you have chances. Yeah, it's still 1-1.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming he's going to stay Rob here. I don't see why he'd switch off. It seems like the matchup's working for him. But I'm curious to see what adaptations R is going to make. I think he needs to, from what I've seen, improve his punish game.
Right.
And don't be scared of just Rob's hitboxes.
Yes.
And he also needs to stop switching to shield art.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he switches to shield art a lot when he's like coming down And I mean, if you're not at like too high percent, Rob really doesn't have a lot to like kill you with off the top unless you're like falling on up smash.
Yeah, I mean, Rob does have some stuff. Up air will kill at like around 100.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
so we have to switch to Banjo.
That's a really confident move right there. And I'm curious why R counterpicked him to SD. If he was going Rob, this would be a great Rob stage.
That's what I was thinking too. And then the first switch to Shield, first thing out of the game, is really weird.
It might be misinput. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
But this, he's just zoning with all of Banjo's projectiles. But nice switch to Buster there. Didn't work out for him. But I think that's the situation where you want to switch Monado Arts, where it's very like you have the advantage there at the corner, and you can build up pressure.
Yeah, another switch to Shield, it's not really necessary.
And what's even worse is that if he takes percent, now he won't be able to switch to
Shield later on. Yeah.
So that could end up like backfiring really heavily. And right now would be a fine time to want to switch to Shield, but you
there's
can't do
the
that.
2-frame with the side B, but he gets hit.
Yeah, there are actually a lot of characters because of how active the hitbox is.
Right.
That Banjo can 2-frame just by throwing on side B, and he does get back shield art in time, which is good. Yeah, that switch to Buster probably killed him right there.
I mean, that's really what we were looking for, but yeah. It's unfortunate that happened.
At that high percent, you probably want to stay in shield.
Yeah.
But Drago is playing this really patiently. He's not really giving Arg a lot of chances to get in, and he misses the tech, and that's like 30%
jab block
right there.
and down smash. He's really keeping him out.
Yeah, that was a little hard of a read.
Yeah, but I'm sure it would have killed.
Yeah, I definitely would have. And now he's back in shield art.
Switching to smash, a little ambitious.
I respect that decision.
Yeah.
You want to get this kill quickly, like you're down. If you play passively the entire time, you're not going to come back, especially against a projectile character like Banjo. Fair? No.
Yeah, I wish he would have gone off a little bit, but
that's still, he needs a lot more to kill. And it's still hard for him to approach, especially on a stage like FD.
Yeah.
I'm really curious the decision that's behind like counter-picking FD. But
I feel like maybe the platforms would have like helped Shulk a little bit with like combos and stuff.
Yeah. And if he was expecting a Rob, it would definitely not be a good idea to kind of make Rob to FD.
Jump and melon, set up 3.
Now he seems like he's fishing for grabs. He whiffed 2 right there.
Let's go hit Lotus.
Wait, switch from jump to Buster.
I think some of the Monado switches have been questionable, but then some of them are good. So.
Right.
But he's done really well this stock.
Yeah.
He basically is 2-1, and now he's done 70%. And he's playing a lot more patient. He's jumping over the projectile, trying to bait out moves. Oh, but unfortunately gets tagged by the side view there. If he can throw it back, yep. If he can take this stock soon, like maybe a switch to Smash Art right now.
I think
he doesn't have it.
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
But if he can take this stock soon, he can come back from this.
Yeah, 36%
and now he
is
does,
not a lot. Yeah,
there we go. It's
smash.
almost even now. And he's switching speed, just like you said, trying to get in quicker.
Right. Yeah, I think if he plays this stock like he played the last stock, he has a really good chance to take this game. And the set.
And the set, yeah. That would be a huge upset for him. He already had a huge upset last week on Nitron, and now if he gets another upset on Drago, that'd be really good. That rapid jab is so much.
Yeah.
And good of him not to use the up B there. Yeah. He knows he doesn't need to use it to get the ledge. He's being a lot more patient right now. He's not going in. He's trying to space with theirs, but not going in on anything too committal. Okay.
Yeah, the shield's good.
This is still definitely doable, but as more and more time goes on, it's looking like he's not going to be able to take the set just because of how even they're trading.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but that was good. If he can get a couple more hits.
Can't be hit by the side B anymore.
How many feathers are left?
I think 2, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, if he can get a couple more hits, then it's actual percent to Smash Art.
Oh, the shield art just finished.
Yeah, and I think he kind of messed up CDI there. But Art still played really well last
that was
set.
a really good set.
Yeah, and even being able to take a game is really good. And obviously, it goes up to Drago.